Welcome back to Cosmic Kickback, Galaxy's favorite talk show.
Yes, sir.
I got Nick right here, my co-host.
What's up, everybody?
My name is Josh, and this is Cosmic Kickback.
Yes, it is.
We locked the fuck in. We're talking DC because it's, a lot's going on right now, Nick.
Are we really talking about DC, or are we talking about the death of the old DC and the birth of the new one?
That's technically what this is, if we're going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But, you know how people are. Twitter is completely blowing up right now. I'm seeing, this is hot news right now.
It really is hot.
This is, we just talked about it recently, like a month ago, I think on the Black Adam episode.
Yeah.
What a difference a month can make.
Yeah. I didn't think that so much was going to change.
Like just a month ago, we reviewed Black Adam. Actually, like 2 months ago. It was in October.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 months ago, we reviewed Black Adam. Shortly after that, we heard that James Gunn and Peter Safran, right?
Yes.
They were hired as the co-CEOs.
It was pretty exciting news.
It was, and we were hyped because we know James Gunn has done some great things at Marvel. We've seen what he can do.
Yeah. And
he's done 2 things at DC, and I guess they were like, shit, bro, come fix what we fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good idea too, because I agree it's a good idea, but he put out a tweet recently. It's caused a little bit of dismay.
Oh. What's going on?
The big news is, I'll just read the tweet for you, Nick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go. We couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share more about this exciting information and our first projects at the beginning of the new year. So next
month.
Oh yeah, next month.
Next month we're gonna get some news about what's going on.
I'm excited. I actually am. I'm excited to see their ideas.
We didn't get a fandom at all this year, but yeah. I guess probably because they were having a change in leadership.
Oh my God, completely.
They probably didn't have anything ready.
I bet anything that was in like pre-production or development before they were hired is just shelved now.
Yeah, shelved.
So then he said, among those on this slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life.
Okay.
Therefore, the character will not be played by Henry Cavill.
Damn.
So there's more. I'll get to that later, but initial reactions. Like that's what's got everybody up in arms right now.
It sucks. I feel like they kind of fucked up Henry Cavill, man. They did him dirty. He hasn't really played the Superman role probably since I don't want to say the Snyder Cut, but yeah, like that's probably the most recently thing we have with Superman in it.
Besides that little cameo in Black Adam, yeah.
Yeah, that was a last minute thing too.
What's crazy is I think the Snyder Cut, the majority of it, or if not most of it, was all like stuff that was already shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only scene or scenes that were added to it were, there's that one scene at the end where Ben Affleck or Batman has a dream and he sees like the future again with like the Flash and then the Joker's there.
Yeah. That
scene was recorded for the Snyder Cut, and so was I think the scene of Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
The last one, not the one earlier where Lois Lane talks to the general and he reveals himself as Martian Manhunter. That was in it, but they cut it.
Yeah, they did.
But anyway, my point is that Henry Cavill's last true performance where he's actually not just a cameo was all the way back in like 2017 in Justice League. That's insane that they show. What was their why? Like, I don't get it. Superman is one of the big 3 at DC are Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's like their trinity.
It is, yeah, and they.
Besides Wonder Woman, like the other 2 have kind of just been gone.
Pretty much. And one of them is kind of because Ben Affleck was kind of in and out for a while. Yeah. Like that's just on him. I know he was dealing with alcoholism. He seems to be doing a lot better now.
Yeah.
But Henry Cavill's just been chilling. Like why were they not? I'm sure if they would have put up on him and been like, hey, let's make a movie. Like why there's no way he's going to be like, nah.
I think he would have been excited about it.
I think, dude, it's insane because to me it seems like Henry Cavill genuinely loved, and it's loved past tense. He loved being Superman.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it sucks because I think everyone likes Henry Cavill. I think he never really got to be a true version of Superman. Like the version that we've gotten of his is very different from the one in the comics. It's similar, but he's still coming into his own.
Mm-hmm.
When we last see him at the end of like either the Snyder Cut or Justice League, he is more like how Superman is typically depicted.
Yeah.
So it kind of seemed like it's like, okay, the next one he's gonna be like Superman as he is.
Yeah, we got like the 100%.
Yeah, the characterization, the arc has been complete.
Yes.
It's time for Superman now, which I'm fine with. But I mean, I guess I think from a creative standpoint, what James Gunn and Peter are doing, it makes sense. Like, I guess there's been so many missteps in the DCEU that it just makes sense.
At this point, rebooting
fresh.
it is just
Because like, how would they like think about it? Like, let's say people wanted to keep Henry Cavill, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So would they keep him? But then they like, because when we last saw him, it was setting up a Black Adam versus Superman thing.
yeah.
So would that just be forgotten about, or would they be like, okay, we got to fit this in somewhere? Like, and then if that's the case, then people would be like, well, where is Dr. Fate, and where's like what's going on with all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just so much like loose ends to tie
Yeah.
up. It's just so much easier to just start fresh.
Yeah, because it seems like you'd be having to clean up all these different questions and like
Loose ends.
Yeah, loose ends that people have, and that you can't even focus on building like a cohesive story.
Yeah, and like, how would you?
And I can get that fans would be mad because like there's a lot of like Snyderverse fans, and they're like, "Man, James Gunn killed it," but it's like the studio kind of did that to themselves.
It's like James Gunn's the first one to like just do something about it.
Yeah,
Like this, it's been like this for years.
Yeah, it might not be like the most welcomed like decision that he made, but like at least he is doing something about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm less like annoyed. Like, some people are genuinely mad about it. They're
Yeah,
like,
people like fire James Gunn.
they
like,
want to boycott.
People want to
the DC
boycott all the
movie.
DC movies
I mean,
coming out next year.
Fucking franchise fans are so insane. I think I can see where people would be annoyed, but at the same time, the only thing I really feel is I just feel bad for Henry Cavill because
Yeah.
he got fucked over in this situation.
Yeah,
It's because I think before this had happened, I think if they would, let's say this whole thing with Black Adam didn't happen.
the cameo.
Yeah. Like that cameo didn't happen. Let's say Black Adam's still released, but let's say the post-credit scene didn't exist. Okay.
Yeah.
If this would have happened, I don't think anybody would have, I think people still would have been annoyed, but it wouldn't have hit as hard because
This one they like bait and switched us.
because think about it. Before this, like, we haven't had Superman for like 5 years since the last time we saw him.
Yeah.
So if this, almost 6. So if that's the case, if this news would have came with 6 years without a Superman, it probably would have been more positive. People would be like, oh, thank God. We're finally, it sucks Henry Cavill's like out, but like, I mean, some people already thought he was out. Like the past couple years, people have been like, well, there's nothing still. Is he even Superman anymore?
Yeah.
And we never got any official word until Black Adam. So that's on them, you know?
Yeah. I can't imagine how The Rock feels bad about this too, because like I don't know, he was casted in the role as like Black Adam and stuff, and
in 2007.
yeah, maybe it wasn't like the best decision to do a Black Adam solo movie, because like not a lot of people know who he is. Like maybe he should have been introduced in Shazam too.
I agree.
Which, interesting enough, they actually offered him a chance to like be in it. Either it was a cameo or just a small part in it, and he declined. So I don't know if that was before, because I'm sure the movie's already finished like filming, and they're just adding the finishing touches.
Yeah, maybe they were doing like a reshoot, and they're like, "Oh, you want to come film something real quick?"
Yeah, but I mean, The Rock like fought so hard to get this movie out and like make the fans happy and bring back Superman, and now it's not happening. And like I don't know if The Rock is, I don't even know if James Gunn wants The Rock to be part of his thing.
I mean, at this point, I would guess no. I don't know if maybe James Gunn. It's not that he doesn't want him to. But it's looking like, I don't even know if The Rock
Yeah, but it's
would
like,
want
how can
to.
Black Adam fit with the young Superman story?
Well, let me tell you what's going on. Oh, yeah, especially because Dwayne Johnson's like 50 now.
Yeah, or what about Shazam? Like,
I think Shazam's probably out too. I mean, well,
really?
How old is Zachary Levi?
Maybe like 43.
I mean, he looks young though.
Yeah.
They probably get a new kid.
Yeah.
The kid actually be out, I bet. I think they would do Shazam. I don't know if they would recast. I think if anything, they would keep him, but they would recast the kid. Because the kid's like 20 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He played Eddie in Oh, no.
That was his brother.
Yeah, that's right.
The kid, he looked more like a kid in the first one. The second one, he still looks like a kid, but by the time there's a third one, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's gonna be like 25.
Yeah, they should recast the kid, but get someone that's like honestly get like a 12-year-old,
10-year-old, 12.
even like get someone that's
They can last the 10-year plan.
Because you can get at least a couple movies out of them, good appearances.
Yeah,
But-
I get what James Gunn's doing, man. Even though like it pisses off a lot of people, it's like the DC like universe is, I don't want to say it's been dead for a while, but it's just been
It
very
kinda
like
has, though.
it's been very like like disconnected from every other movie, because it's like it's not building towards like a big common like movie or big common thing like how it was with Avengers.
What were they even building towards? Like, what would they have done?
Yeah, it just seems like everyone's like, oh, Wonder Woman 2, like Shazam 2,
And like
they're all
that's
very
fine too.
they're separate things.
But it's like, what's the point of them being connected if they're not gonna do any crossovers? Like, they did Justice League. That wasn't even a big lead up. Like, they just did it.
Yeah,
They just threw it out there because they wanted to catch up to Marvel, I feel like.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, continuing what James Gunn said, he said that they had a great meeting with Henry Cavill. It says, we're big fans. We talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future. So that's a little bit of hopeful in the end, you know. I think we don't know.
The door is still open.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not as Superman, but we talked a little bit before recording. I thought maybe there's a big comic book event in DC Comics called Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, maybe on one of the other Earths, like Earth 2 or whatever they decide to do with that, maybe they have an older Superman and they just have Henry Cavill.
That'd be cool.
Because that's a way that they could throw him in there and it would please the fans. Henry Cavill would get like his last go at it and he finally it can be a good send off, I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe they might just cast him in a completely new role also.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think Kevin Feige's like, oh shit, do you think he's got Henry Cavill on the phone the minute this tweet went out? I think he's like, shit, let me get him in Marvel.
I don't know. I don't even know what he could play. I don't even know if I would want him to be in a Marvel movie.
Who would you, if you could cast him as something, what you got? Who have we not had in Marvel yet that Henry Cavill could play? Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care for Marvel, but I think that Henry Cavill could play one of the Targaryens in like a House of Dragons show.
I did see that. That would be cool.
People were saying for that.
I would like that.
I think that would be really cool.
I think it would be.
I just feel so bad for him, bro. Because The Witcher, he's out of The Witcher because of the writing. He's out as Superman. Like in the span of literally a week, pretty much just kind of, or a month. I'm sorry. He's kind of just backed out of like the two major properties he was attached to.
I saw one thing. So like, I don't think this is the blame is on James Gunn, even though that they made a decision.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's just his name is the most recognized, so he's kind of getting like Peter's probably chilling back there.
Yeah, like no one's saying like fuck Peter, bro.
He's like, I'm not getting canceled.
No one's saying that. Yeah, but I think it's not really his fault because before they were hired, they didn't even want to put Henry Cavill in the Black Adam thing because we know that Dwayne Johnson was like fighting for it.
Yeah.
So
it just seems like this was inevitable.
Kinda, yeah. What sucks is so one thing that happened with The Rock is somebody was saying online, I don't remember who said this, but they were saying that they think Dwayne Johnson was trying to ensure that Black Adam and Superman stayed with DC. They think that that's why he fought so hard to get Henry Cavill back, because he I guess his thinking was like, if I can get them to film the cameo, and then he puts out a tweet and he says like, yeah, I'm Superman, I'm back, I'm excited, and they do all this, that would, I guess, ensure that they are sticking and they're going to do that regardless of what happens. So it was kind of like that was his plan. Yeah. And I guess it didn't work because, well, one thing that recently just happened also.
Fuck. I saw this tweet where it was like DC fans when Henry Cavill's like finally out, and it's the video of that dad who's like, God damn, man, what the fuck? God damn,
what y'all doing?
God damn.
I love
He just says it like 12 times.
Oh fuck.
That's how I felt though.
No, I did too when I first saw it.
Because I really like Henry Cavill. Like, besides the fact that he's just an actor and a lot of like things I like he seems like a genuinely good dude.
I think he's one of the
he's a PC gamer, you know, like he built his own PC.
He seems like one of the, I don't want to say few, but it probably is few. Like, because I think
down to earth celebs.
Yeah, I think he seems like he genuinely like is glad that he got to be Superman and he gets to play these roles that he loves and stuff like that.
Like, I see him kind of like as
he doesn't take it for granted. It's not
like
just
Tom
another
Holland.
Role.
Like, you know, he's really happy he's playing Spider-Man and he's doing great with that, you know, man. I mean, not the past movie. Like, his character is going through some shit, but the actor,
That's
like,
true.
He seems really grateful and like his heart is in it, and that
Yeah.
just makes the performance all the more better.
I agree.
And that's how I felt with Henry Cavill. It's crazy that Man of Steel came out 2012,
Yeah,
Or
12,
maybe
12
sooner?
maybe 13.
maybe 13.
I think
13 sounds about
I
right.
think it's 13.
Yeah, we never got a sequel to that movie, bro.
I mean,
and it's
why?
insane because I always felt like there was a second one, and I just hadn't went back
He's
to
like, I'm
rewatch
waiting
it.
to see it. I gotta go watch it. Like, yeah, it doesn't make sense they wouldn't do
It's
it.
weird.
Well, because of all this happened very recently,
Yeah.
and just like, so we're re-recording this, Nick. Actually, like,
Yeah, we are.
So we had an issue with recording, so we had to re-record it.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad we did, because right after this happened, there was a little small extra piece of news, to the cherry on top of all this. So after all this happened, people were wondering, like, like, what's The Rock's thoughts? Because literally yesterday, Black Adam came on streaming. It's on HBO Max now.
Mm-hmm.
So people were like, "Oh shit!" The Rock was doing heavy promotion for Black Adam. Like,
Yeah, he was on Twitter
he was
replying.
fucking everywhere.
He was coming to theaters. He was thanking people. Like, he was pushing hard for this.
He literally, I think, he replied or did some. He put out a congratulatory tweet for Wakanda Forever being
really?
so good.
Nice.
But then at the end of it, he was like #Black Adam, and he was saying, like, "We gotta stick
It's like,
together."
we got to be trending.
Pretty much, yeah. And so he put #Black Adam. It was kind of funny.
Yeah. Black Adam was okay.
It's just funny. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
he unfollowed, I guess, Warner Brothers Discovery, and the official Black Adam Instagram. He unfollowed them all.
I saw him reply to someone when they like brought attention to this.
Oh shit, really?
He was like, he did a James Gunn. He was like, this is false. He's like, I never followed them in the first place, which I think is bullshit. Because if like you're working together on a movie and shit for like so many years, you think that you would just,
He has
you
to
think
be.
you would connect.
But like, if
It seems like he's trying to like sweep it under the rug that there's any bad feelings, but we don't really know exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
I mean, he's got to be annoyed,
Yeah.
because he campaigned so hard for this. He waited like fucking 16 years.
To
finally
make this movie. You're finally in it. You got Superman back. And then like 2 new people are hired as the heads of DC Films. And then they take out your Superman.
I'm sure he could understand.
Yeah. I feel like
But I think he's still annoyed.
I feel like he's still also mad because like, yeah, they took out Henry Cavill, which is like something you fought so hard for.
I'm sure he's gone.
And it
too.
kind of takes away your guarantee that you're going to be there too. He's like, damn, if they ain't scared to pull the rug on Superman, who's been like in the DC universe for this long, like my character probably ain't got
Black
that much
Adam's
time left.
out. Do you think this is
I
gonna
feel
be
bad.
Do you think it's gonna be a full reboot? Like every single character is a new actor?
I think so. But I also wouldn't mind to see like some of the Snyderverse characters like just be in their own one-off movies. You know, like they're like I feel like they could still do a
Like
Shazam,
standalones?
Superman, and Black Adam movie just as its own. Like, you know, there doesn't have to be any setup or whatever. Like just do it.
The
Like,
one thing
damn.
I have said that I like that DC does is because we've had the DCEU for better or worse. You know,
we've reviewed.
we've had it.
We've reviewed a good amount.
Yeah, I think we did almost every single movie.
Yeah.
We've had them, but on top of having those movies that take place in a shared universe,
Yeah.
we've also got stuff like The Batman earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
We got Joker a couple
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago. And that's the one thing I think Marvel hasn't really done. You know, they have all their connected stuff. They have their TV shows now.
Sometimes that drags it down.
And
And
I
everything
agree.
is interconnected.
Yeah, since everything's connected, it's kind of like it kind of limits creativity in some ways, because you're like, okay, well,
Like, wait, well, we can't do
I
that
can't
because
use this because this already happened. I can't, it limits.
yeah.
And then DC, they've been able to make movies where it's like, oh yeah, this one is just a standalone, even though Joker's getting a
Yeah,
sequel.
and that opens the door to like just building your own universe.
Yeah, like they can choose, like they're
making
like
your own rules.
like Joker and the Batman are very stylized. Like
Yes.
Joker gives me
Oh,
hardcore
yeah.
70s vibes. I don't know if it does take place in the 70s,
Mhm.
but it definitely gives me those vibes. Like I don't know if there's a phone in the whole thing. Like that kind of remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe on the train.
Maybe. I just remember the only technology I remember is like on the Late Show with Murray. Like they show it on the TV.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The whole thing is stylized, is my point.
Yeah. The Batman's also stylized.
Yeah, it's very dark and
It's
gritty.
very grungy.
It's
neo
very
noir.
grungy, yeah.
It's really cool.
It
And I
is.
think I love that. I just
And that's
not
like
that I
the-
just love the Batman, but just the style that you can do when a film stands on its own.
Yeah, and you couldn't do that. Like if Marvel were to, Like I doubt they would give somebody a control to do so much like that.
Probably the most recent thing is Werewolf by Night when they did
That
it in
one's
black
the most
and white.
stylized, yeah.
But that's probably the case where Marvel did like a one-off.
That's why I liked it so much because I was like, this is like the first like thing that feels new and
I feel like they never did it before.
Yeah, like I was like,
That's why I loved it so much.
I did too. It was really good.
Yeah.
But like I hope DC doesn't get rid of that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's still. I think James Gunn has said that they're still completing the Batman movies, and those aren't getting canceled.
That's good.
Yeah,
that would have pissed me off.
Oh my god, yeah. If that happened,
I probably would have.
I would actually be annoyed about that.
I would have been mad
because I think he said those aren't being touched, and neither is the Joker sequel.
I don't know how I feel about the Joker.
The Joker
honestly.
sequel is already filming like, as we speak. I think.
So. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't. I don't know either.
I don't think it needed a sequel.
I'd agree.
The Batman, I think it definitely had so much. It was an origin story.
It gave me vibes like they're going for a trilogy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to see what Matt Reeves does.
Dude, that guy's living.
Yeah, he definitely
him
is.
and Michael Giacchino, man.
Let's see.
Name a more unbeatable duo.
So more James Gunn stuff in this thread. Someone says they assume it's a movie. He says yes. Someone said, "Are you writing, directing?" So James Gunn is actually writing the script for this Superman movie.
Yeah.
So he's writing, but he says they don't know who's directing yet. He said it's not an origin movie.
Okay, so he's gonna be like Clark Kent for a minute.
I'm guessing we're gonna get no Krypton. We know growing up on the farm. We'll probably still get maybe like hints of like his parents.
Yeah.
Maybe like he'll call them or something.
Yeah.
I bet you he's in
still
Metropolis.
important.
Yeah, they're still part.
Because they raised like an alien.
Yeah.
As a human, like
I mean,
it's important.
That's why he has his values.
Yeah.
Because of that. I think we might still get that, but like it's just like he's already out in Metropolis. I think as a reporter. Yeah. Someone also said, what about Ben Affleck? And then he said that they met with Ben yesterday precisely because Ben Affleck said he wants to direct something and they want him to direct too, but they just have to find the right project.
I think that they could do a Batman Beyond project, bro.
It's funny you say that.
An older Bruce Wayne who is the Batman in Batman Beyond? I've only seen the animated show.
It's Bruce Wayne, but he's old. Oh, the younger one.
Yeah, the younger one.
Terry McGinnis is another guy. It's another kid. It's just like kind of like someone he takes up under his wing.
Yeah, I like the suit for that. It's like
all
all
really
black
cool.
with the red logo. It's pretty fire.
So let me tell you some news. This actually, I don't think we talked about this before.
Okay.
So because James Gunn's here, they cut anything besides like the Batman, the Joker, anything that was like being in early production. It was canceled.
Yeah.
One of these things was a Batman Beyond movie, but it was going to be set in the Tim Burton Batman movie universe.
What?
So it was
that goofy. It
was gonna be Michael Keaton is back as Batman. I don't know who was gonna be Terry McGinnis, the new Batman, but Michael Keaton was gonna be in it because he was Batman back then, and they were gonna bring back Michelle Pfeiffer, who was Catwoman, and she was gonna be in it also.
Dude, that Catwoman.
She was bad as hell.
That movie was a little cringy.
I love that movie. It's a Christmas movie.
I guess so.
It's the one of Danny DeVito.
Oh, I love it. Never mind.
He
I love
plays the
him.
Penguin. Dude, no, bro. Hey, I don't know. I love that movie. It's cringy. Even the first one is kind of. I think I like it more than the one of Jack Nicholson as Joker.
Because he was a pretty good Joker, though.
He's a good Joker. It's just like there's a couple parts. I think it's the suit because like it's very iconic. The theme is iconic.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I think the suit looks so stiff because whenever he turns, it's like.
Yeah.
That's the only, I don't know. But anyway, there was a Batman Beyond movie in the making, but it got canceled.
Damn.
Because it was like so early production, but it was like they had Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer signed on, but it's no longer happening.
Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen with, I know we talked about this the last time we recorded, was HBO Max and Warner Bros. So they're merging the companies.
With Discovery?
Yeah, with Discovery Plus, which is another streaming service. That's more like the home renovation channels, like
Property Brothers.
Nature document. Yeah, Property Brothers.
That's the best thing they got going for them.
Yeah, it's a lot of like that kind of shit, like the cooking shows.
Yeah,
whatever. But they're merging with HBO Max, and it's kind of up in the air what's going to happen if they're going to just like make a new app. If HBO Max is going to be gone,
they better not get rid of it.
Yeah, because
they can't.
Yeah, they cannot because
like, HBO has been a thing for like since like the 90s, early 2000s.
I think it's a way more recognizable name for a brand as
sure.
opposed to Discovery.
100%.
Because Discovery, I think of like, the cable channel. I think they should just have a section.
If you hear HBO, you think Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You think Sopranos.
Westworld.
Yeah, exactly.
Succession.
You feel
Euphoria.
You think of all these good shows.
Yeah.
Like they're actually like
they've won
budget
Emmys.
Yeah.
They've won Oscars, Golden Globes. Like, what the fuck is Discovery won?
Have they won?
No offense. No offense to like anyone on there, but I'm just saying like as a brand, I think HBO Max should stay because
I agree.
They also have all the DC animated shows are on there. Peacemaker was made. If there's going to be, remember there was talks of a Penguin show with Colin Farrell?
That's still happening.
If that's still going to happen,
James
they need
Gunn
to throw
confirmed.
it on HBO Max.
That's
not
true.
this Discovery shit.
Damn.
So, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of this is going to be addressed next month when they talk about the slate, about what's still happening and then what's going to happen going forward with their 10-year plan, which is crazy. It's going to probably, in the 2030s is when we're going to get to fully realize this plan. But I'm excited to see what it is because I'm guessing it's going to be, we're going to get a Superman origin story, then Wonder Woman, then Batman. I hope we get a Green Lantern.
That's the one. Yeah. I mean, I think James Gunn's definitely.
I hope we get Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter. Like, fuck this. Like, I like the Flash and Aquaman, but, they can come in later.
I wouldn't be surprised if James Gunn maybe decides to direct a Green Lantern or a Martian Manhunter thing.
Yeah.
Because he's always loved like the weird characters, the ones that aren't as well known. And those characters are very well known in the comics, but I guess they haven't really gotten their rightful
their justice done.
Yeah, they haven't, at least to the general public in movies.
The Justice League?
Oh, shit. But I want to talk about Wonder Woman real quick because there's one thing we haven't addressed yet.
Oh, Patty Jenkins.
Yeah. So real quick rundown of what happened. It's kind of funny actually.
Unfortunately.
So Gal Gadot, I guess a couple weeks ago, she posted on Instagram and she was like, so thankful for like all you lovely people that love Wonder Woman. I love her too. It was actually like, this is the anniversary of like when the first one was released or something like that. So she was like, she's hype. And then at the end of it, she was like, I've talked to Patty and like, we're so excited to show you guys her next chapter. So the third one, we knew the third one was coming. So Gal Gadot said this, not even capping to you. Next day, Wonder Woman 3 has been canceled. It's not happening, and Patty Jenkins is out.
I don't know how I felt about a Wonder Woman 3 because the second one,
oh my god,
sucked.
You said that one girl was quirky.
Oh, Kristen Wiig?
Yeah,
dude, she was. I think besides I stand by that. Besides the style and the tone of the movie, I think story-wise and maybe even like thematically wise, it was not good.
And I definitely don't want to rewatch it.
Was the fucking 80s eye candy in the music, man. A lot of people will fall for the nostalgia shit. That's probably why Stranger Things is so successful.
Well, the 80s became a big trend over the last couple of years. I think it's kind of phasing out.
Yeah, thank God.
What's the next big trend? 70s?
Cyberpunk
is big right now.
Yeah, a lot of people are into this cyberpunk shit.
That's true.
So
it is big right now. But anyway, so there was a couple of rumors with it. The rumor was that Patty Jenkins met with James Gunn, or like she got it was in email. I think she also met with him. I don't know, but the rumor that came out,
it sounds like they were meeting with a lot of everyone of the whole. Like
I would assume. I'm assuming that they met with
one-on-one.
But there was someone said that she was given the option to rewrite her script because they pretty much said, yo, like the script buns.
Yo.
So they were like, yeah, you're gonna have to rewrite this. But they gave her the option because they were like, hey, we love what you Wonder Woman 2, whatever, but you did number one, and that one was really good. Made a lot of money. It's a good movie.
It's crazy how you I'm sorry.
But yeah, so
just fell off.
She apparently responded saying like, oh, like I will not be doing this, like, and she sent a link to a Wikipedia page with that like tells you what a character arc is.
Yeah.
So it seems like she was annoyed. It's kind of, but she was out. So that was the rumor. And then this is the one that I think is more funny. There was like a apparent script leak of her Wonder Woman 3 script.
Oh, word. And
they said that this one it would take place in the modern day. So it's current day times. Okay. And it would involve Steve Trevor returns again.
Yes. hell yeah.
Fuck no. Returns again, and except this time, instead of it being magic that brought his soul into a stranger's body, instead of it being that, his body somehow, his old, where the fuck is his body? He was blown up in a plane.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know how they would have dealt with that, but they said...
Hey, Patty Jenkins, she thinks of everything.
Yeah, she does. She would have put it in the Lazarus pit, which keeps Ra's al Ghul alive from Batman. And he would have been back. But then they would have had to fight off the League of Assassins because they're mad that he used the Lazarus pit.
Bro, she's in love with this man.
And what's
his name?
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Chris Pine.
And then what's funny is...
I love Chris Pine, man. He's a great actor.
And another thing that's funny, so they would then at the end of the movie, he would stay with Task Force X, so like Suicide Squad.
Okay.
I don't know why.
You think Amanda Waller would have been in it? Probably.
Yeah, they're putting her in everything. But the big cliffhanger would be that Steve Trevor had a bastard son who,
damn, he screwed some other girl.
I guess so, and that son becomes Hal Jordan or Green Lantern because he's a pilot also, and they would just cast Chris Pine again.
Bro, this sounds like shit.
Cast him again so that he's also Green Lantern, and so that was the parent script and the ideas they had.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what we've heard,
dude. Can you imagine being James Gunn reading that? Because you got to read the whole script, like page by page. Most full-length scripts are like over 100 pages, bro. Front and back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
well, that sounds atrocious.
I think like a typical script page, like a whole page, is usually about a minute of screen time. If
it's supposed to be a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jesus, I mean, I'm glad. If that was true, I'm glad he canned it. And
I'm glad he shut that shit down.
What's even funnier, another thing to throw on. I'm about to read Patty Jenkins' response to all these rumors in a second. But what's funny is, on top of all that, she was hired a couple years ago to make a Star Wars movie called like Rogue Squadron. Mm-hmm. It's like a pilot movie. And I don't know if there were any leaks on the script for that, but it's been in like kind of development for a while. We're not sure if it's still happening even to this day. Because you know how Star Wars is. They've confirmed so many movies and like what even happened. Like they're doing some stuff. Like I've heard that Andor is really good. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, me too. But
I've heard
I don't know.
Good.
There's been so many shows that have been good online, but just make no noise. Like
and
like I don't know what it is, like the marketing or just the promotion or something. But it's weird.
I have no clue. But I know, like they were gonna do a Knights of the Old Republic movie with the Game of Thrones guys, but that got canceled because of how shit season 8 was.
Yeah, they got their due diligence,
and that's on them for being dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I really don't care about them.
I would have loved to see that movie, but they fucked themselves, so that's on them. But basically, the same thing happened with this movie. The rumor was she's like, I need Chris Pine to be my lead in this squadron thing, and then there was some.
What a simp, bro.
Yeah,
there's a difference between like casting someone that is right for the role. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is the Terminator. You would need him back for everyone. And maybe that's a stretch of like an example, but for this one, it's like you're just casting this dude in every movie you do. like I don't know. It makes sense. Like certain directors like to work with other people again.
There's
like Ray Liotta,
like Quentin Tarantino's
De Niro works with Scorsese. Yeah, Tarantino works with Jackson.
I think Jordan Poole said that Daniel Kaluuya is gonna be his De Niro to his Scorsese.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
dude. Oh my god. I would love to see an older Jordan Peele make movies, man. I can't wait to see what he does.
Old head.
Oh, he's getting gray hairs.
Hey, it's about time. That's when that's the creative juices, bro.
Yeah, changes the hair color.
You see, James Gunn got the white haircut. Now he's going crazy.
Yeah, I think he looks good.
I think it is too. It was a little weird at first.
Yeah,
at
first I was like, damn. Yeah. But then I looked up his age and I was like, oh, he's like in his 50s. I was like, he looks pretty handsome. Like, yeah.
He looks, he's embracing the white hair.
Here's one thing that's interesting. So Amanda Waller and Jennifer Holland, that's James Gunn's wife. Mm-hmm. They both were in Black Adam.
They were.
Now, do you think that happened before the fact that James Gunn was going to become co-CEO?
Yeah, I think so.
And they just wanted to throw that in to connect the whole universes of the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker?
Yeah, I bet.
Okay.
So I think they still were trying to be more
cohesive,
But I think once James Gunn was hired and was like, damn, bro, like I really gotta fix all this up. But he said he's still doing season 2 of Peacemaker. He said it's still happening. He said that
nice.
I think he confirmed that he's still gonna work with Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Nice.
So those are the two confirmations.
Sensational.
Sensational. Anyway, Patty Jenkins, there was another email apparently leaked.
Oh my god.
Where she
It seems like they were just beefing over email.
Yeah.
You know that Key and Peele skit when like when they're texting,
text, yeah.
it's like, hey bro, like meet me at the bar soon, and they're just like they're
this
just
fucking
taking it
guy.
in like the worst way.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how it was.
love
James
that.
Gunn was like, yeah, we're not gonna move forward, and she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that's hilarious.
But there was an email where she, I guess, was saying that like the reason why she's got to cast Chris Pine is because he's so handsome and stuff like that. So she is like simping over this guy. If this is true, allegedly.
Yeah. We'll see what she says.
So she said all that, which is kind of funny. I mean, I kind of believe it, like, at the amount of shit she's done of Steve Trevor, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So she wrote this long ass fucking thing. I'm not gonna read all of it. It's a lot. She wrote.
I ain't gonna read all that.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm happy for you or sorry that happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure which.
What's funny about it though is she literally wrote out sigh ... So she did the YouTuber apology thing.
The breath.
Why don't they just edit that out? Like every one of them has it. Just it's become a staple, I guess. Like even in your letter addressing stuff, you got to write out sigh.
I mean, you gotta let them know that you don't want to say this.
I guess so. She said, I'm not one to talk about private career matters, but I will not allow inaccuracies to continue. Here are the facts.
Okay.
I originally left Rogue Squadron, the Star Wars movie, after a long productive development process. It became clear it couldn't happen soon enough, and I did not want to delay Wonder Woman 3 any further. When I did, Lucasfilm asked me to consider coming back after Wonder Woman 3. I said I was honored to do this, so I agreed I would do Wonder Woman 3 first.
Hell yeah.
They made the deal with me. I'm still on it. It's been an active development since. I don't know when it'll happen. Anyway, I guess she doesn't talk about the Chris Pine email or lead for that. She doesn't confirm or deny it.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment. Imagine she wrote in one of these.
I believe it's true.
Imagine she wrote in one of these. She's like, as to all the Chris Pine allegations, no comment. And it just keeps going.
Chris Pine's probably freaked out by her.
Dude, oh yeah, that was the other thing. Apparently he declined being the lead in Squadron, but she asked like 6 or 7 times of different like agreements. She's like, well, what if this? Would you agree then? And he kept saying no. He's like, bro, I don't want to work with you.
No. Damn.
She said when there started being backlash about Wonder Woman 3 not happening, the attractive clickbait false story that it was me that killed it or walked away started to spread. This is simply not true. I never walked away. I was open to considering anything asked of me. It was my understanding there was nothing I could do to move anything forward at this time. DC is obviously buried in changes they're having to make, so I understand these decisions are difficult right now. That's pretty much it. Everything else is just her writing a ton of like shit like, oh, Wonder Woman is great, The Journey, Gal Gadot, Linda Carter, thank you, the fans, wonderful journey, all that.
Wasn't Linda Carter in the second one at the very end?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she had a post-credit scene. I guess she's, I don't know, an Amazonian. I don't remember who she played.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what she had to say on the matter. So according to her, I guess she's denying that she got the opportunity to rewrite the script. It sounds like she's saying that they met and that from her understanding, there was nothing she could do to save it, or I guess they just wanted her out. That's what she's saying.
That sucks, man. That she could have easily just like changed her script to fit what like James Gunn was asking for.
James Gunn replied to this and he said, I can attest that all of Peter and my interactions with you were only pleasant and professional.
I don't think Peter's on or Twitter, bro.
Yeah, he's not. I'm glad James Gunn is though, because we get to see him like shut down people.
Yeah, all the rumor spreaders.
Yeah, I wanna read
the
that
leakers.
one later. The rumor, because one thing about Marvel that's annoying is there's always so many leaks. Like I fucking hate leaks. I used to be more excited about them when I was like in high school, I think, because I'd be like, yo, like this is insane. But like, imagine if it never got leaked that Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire are in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Like, because those leaks were everywhere. And like, so someone's talking because that shit was everywhere.
Yeah.
Imagine
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Probably Tom Holland.
Yeah. Imagine they were able to keep it on wraps though. Like, you know how insane it would have been because they never showed it in the trailers. I think the rumor was Sony wanted to show them, but Marvel was like, bro, no.
Like, no.
Yeah. I mean, it still worked because people still weren't sure because the leaks, they kept denying it. So it kind of worked. But just imagine if there was absolutely no leaks or rumors and you just went to see it and then that happened. It would have been even more crazy. I think it might have made more money.
Yeah,
because people would have been like, holy shit, and they would have gone.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Oh, man.
Like, imagine if Civil War came out and we didn't know Spider-Man was in it.
That would have been crazy.
Like, he just shows up and we're like, oh my God, there's a new fucking Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'd fucking flip out.
Bro, like, I hate leaks because it ruins things like that. Like, even if it's not confirmed, it's put out there so then people either expect it to happen and then they're disappointed, or it happens and they're not surprised.
Yeah, like Deadpool being a multiverse of madness. Like, who said that? Who said that?
Someone looked at a little fucking pixel and we're like, that's Deadpool's eye.
Yeah.
Like, oh, geez.
I wish Kevin Feige would just come out and be like, no.
Exactly, and that's what I'm kind of glad James Gunn's here because I think he's gonna do stuff like
he's
that.
Even not only is he like changing and trying to control this whole DC universe, he's like moderating all the rumors that are spreading. He's like, shut the fuck up, you beta. It's like, that ain't true.
He is low-key going on some people like that.
Hey, well, some of these leakers deserve it, bro.
We had one
they make a
dude,
living just spreading misinformation.
They just
it's pretty shitty.
People have made it a meme where they just go on and spread misinformation.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just go in, they'll say like source.
Yeah.
And then
well, nowadays on Twitter, you can get verified by just paying a monthly fee.
Hey, bro, we might have to do it.
Yeah,
like, source cosmic kickback.
I thought about doing it. Source. You know the one from Shrek where it's like the frog? It's like, the source is.
Source, and he dies.
He just dies.
I saw there's a comic from Watchmen, and then someone's like source, and it's Dr. Manhattan, and it's like, it was revealed to me in a dream. Yeah.
It's like, source, I made it up.
Yeah, I made it up.
So dumb.
I mean, that's what some of these people are doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
what a scum. The people that leak false ass.
There was
info.
one dude who tweeted out, and I thought he was
trolling.
Well, I thought he was, because he has the verified symbol, but it turns out he paid for it.
Yo, does this motherfucker pay? No.
He said, a source close to me says James Gunn does not like Henry Cavill.
Shit.
And then someone tagged James Gunn and said, care to debunk this one? And James Gunn said, sure, false. And then the guy said, even more people have reached out to me since you said this to tell me that you actually really don't like him. I'm just saying what I've heard from my sources. And then James Gunn said, so weird. You seem so plugged in. Anyway, I just had 40 people reach out to me, say you just got kicked out of your mom's basement. So sorry, man. So
my bad.
Like, Kevin Feige ain't doing that.
Damn.
Anyway, damn.
What a loser.
Anyway, what do you think of all this DC shit, Nick?
I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see till January because there's a lot of
at least it's just 1 month.
There's a lot of questionable things happening, but I mean, I'm only raising questions because I'm like, what is this plan that James Gunn has? He says he has a slate ready to go.
I'm guessing it's like a phase 1 type deal, like how Marvel's done.
I'm glad that he kind of was able to work with Marvel and probably pump out the best trilogy that is going to ever come from Marvel, in my opinion.
It's either that trilogy or the Captain America
one is good.
For sure.
Yeah, Captain America 3 didn't even feel like a Captain America movie. It felt like
an Avengers.
It felt like an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was able to work with Marvel, and maybe Kevin Feige gave him the blueprint. They're probably good friends and keep in touch and stuff because
Kevin Feige was like very supportive of him when he got this, and he was like, "Hey, bro, like, I'm hyped."
Yeah, this man's gonna stay busy, but maybe someday in the future we could get a DC versus Marvel crossover.
That's one thing I think a positive you can look into this with, because I think we know James Gunn and Kevin Feige are good friends. So if that just means that they're open in who knows how many years once James Gunn's DC has set up, then maybe their second big event could be a crossover with Marvel.
Yeah.
Because they've done that in the comics, and that would be insane.
Yeah.
If they did that on film, that'd be crazy.
I think if the MCU started maybe 10 years earlier, we could have gotten that.
Yeah.
Like easily. 2018, 2019, bro.
Damn. Could have been crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. But I don't know. Things are looking good for Henry Cavill. He's already...
he's got the Warframe thing, right?
Is it called Warframe or Warhammer?
You tell me.
I don't really know. There's some like
it's
unknown... It's a video game IP that's gotten like... It's been making a little bit of noise, but Henry Cavill is working on this new thing. It's a new project, a video game adaptation. I think it's a movie. It looks like it looks kind of like Doom, if I'm being honest. It looks like some space marine that he's playing.
It's Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, Warhammer 40,000.
I know 40. Yeah. 40,000.
Yeah, he put a post on it on Instagram. He said he's beyond excited to be in it. So, it's nice while one door closes, another one opens. So
That's true.
I'm honestly just gonna go see it, whatever it is, to support Henry Cavill, because I feel like he's, like I said, he's just a good person overall, a good actor that really gives his all to things that are, video games, comics. He really respects, the roles that he's given, and he sees it as like a gift. It's like he's honored to be a part of it.
I agree.
So
if he gets cast in House of the Dragon, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, this dude has the potential to have the biggest comeback ever.
Shit, I'll come.
Because so many people stand behind him. Man.
That's what I'm saying.
We stand behind you.
I agree.
No. Henry Cavill, bro. Rest in peace, Superman from, what was it, 2013 to 2022?
2013 to, technically 2017, but yeah, 2022.
2022.
He was dead for a little bit in there too.
Oh yeah, he was dead.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I think that's all the
I think it's most of the news. This shit was a big week for DC. It's been on fire.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers Studios is on fire.
So much
now.
back and forth. I guess January we're probably gonna make an episode.
There's gonna be another one. Yeah.
We definitely will. We're gonna make an episode, kind of breaking down this whole slate that he has.
Whenever they announce it, yeah.
I'm still excited for the Flash. I'm still excited for Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I am too. I
don't really know about Aquaman though.
To be honest, one thing we didn't even talk about is it looks like he's gonna be Lobo now.
Oh, yeah, Jason Momoa is just gonna be Lobo.
He should have just been Lobo from the start.
Yeah.
It just sucks because now he was a good Aquaman. Like he made the Aquaman cool.
Yeah, he did make him cool.
Yeah.
Made him sexy.
Yeah. So before that, no one gave a fuck about the fish dude.
Yeah.
So James Gunn has his workout if he's gonna have Aquaman. Like who's gonna replace Momoa?
Just get a blonde dude, man.
They're gonna switch it up.
What's his name? Hoyt. Something Hoyt. He was
You tell me.
You know what? I don't even think he could play him actually. He was in Logan. He was the bionic arm guy. That guy.
He would be a good Green Arrow.
Yeah, either him or Charlie Hunnam.
Oh, dude,
from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh man,
I hope he does Green Arrow.
He should.
I hope we see. That DC opening where it's animated and you see all the heroes.
Yeah.
I hope James Gunn picks like some really unique ones to do. Like
I think he's definitely.
What did we say? Plastic Man.
Oh,
they're
dude,
Mr.
Plastic
Incredible.
Man. He should do. What's it called?
Cod. Is that his name?
Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd. That's what it is. Yeah, they should do Gorilla Grodd.
Dude, it'd be cool if he did like Mirror Man from the Flash.
Mirror Man.
He's a dude that like can make mirrors.
He's already done Polka Dot Man.
That's true. He does these weird ass characters, bro.
And he does them good.
He
does.
I
actually cared about him in the Suicide Squad. Dude, rip my boy.
I agree. All right. Anyway, yeah. Despite the bad coming out of this, like I feel bad for Henry Cavill. I think overall this is going to be a good positive thing in the long run.
I think we're going to see the Suicide Squad characters probably back as well.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think we're going to see them maybe.
If anything, we're definitely going to get Harley Quinn because that's like a huge character.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Peacemaker too.
Yeah, Peacemaker. Confirmed. Peacemaker season 2.
For sure. So all right. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it with all the DC news. Go follow Cosmic Kickback on Twitter, on Instagram. That's where we always retweeting the news. We're tweeting out the news.
Mm-hmm. Hey, leave a comment on what you thought or what your thoughts are on all this.
Yeah, are you a DC fan after this still?
Are you mad? Are you boycotting?
Are you boycotting?
Are you rocking with Patty Jenkins?
Or are you team Wonder Woman 3 script?
So when someone's going to be out, there's going to be one dude out there that's like, nah, her vision was extraordinary.
Y'all just don't get it.
Y'all don't get the Chris Pine vision.
Dude, I don't even get how his bastard son, if he died in World War II.
That's what I'm saying.
Could have been.
How the fuck would it have worked? Like, unless he had a kid in the 80s, but that wasn't even him. That was his soul. Yeah, it was
the body of someone else.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so dumb. I'm not even going to try to wrap my head around what she thought was a good movie.
Yeah, anyway. All right, oh my God. All right. Go follow all the socials. They're all linked down below. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode.